Do you notice anything weird with this scene? Obviously, this is a famous scene. Pedro Pascal's final episode in Game of Thrones took place in Season 4, Episode 8, when he fights the Mountain on behalf of Tyrion's trial by combat. When this scene came on, I couldn't help but notice how weird and honestly bad this was edited together. In this video, I will break down why and show another scene that has good editing in comparison. This fight is 3 minutes and 53 seconds long, and there are 217 different cuts, which makes for an average of one cut every 1.07 seconds. 26% of the scene are reaction shots of characters which are warranted and edited in at the correct time, but the rest of the scene is straight up poorly edited. The constant cuts break up the choreography to the point where it's nauseating. Look at this clip. One flip by Oberon is shown at 5 different angles in the span of 5 seconds. Completely unnecessary. Speaking of unnecessary cuts, why cut here? The move is simple. Oberon spins his weapon. Why not show that in one take and let the audience breathe for a second? Another example, this spin. Why cut here? Why not let Oberon spin in one take? There's just no place to breathe in this scene. The only breaks we get are Oberon's little dialogue shots, which only last up to 4 seconds before they go into another barrage of cuts. And he spins the wrong way. This clip is another example of an action having too many cuts. For one stab, there are 5 different angles in the span of 3 seconds. I don't know if this was a directing issue, but this entire scene is filled with clips like this. Even Oberon's entrance has 15 different angles in the span of 11 seconds. It just makes me wonder why, and if anyone knows the answer, let me know in the comments. Now, it wouldn't be right if I didn't show an example of good editing for a fight scene, because there are many great ones throughout the show. In Season 6, Episode 3, we see a young Ned Stark fight Sir Arthur Dayne. This scene is 2.5 minutes long with 76 different cuts. Compare this with the Oberon scene and you'll start to see some differences. You can just see that they actually let the choreography breathe in this scene. Actions are filmed completely, takes are held for longer. There are still cuts in between the action, of course, but they just make more sense. Instead of a cut between a stab, there's a cut after a stab to see the reaction of it. All this comes down to stunt coordinating and directing. Ivo Christoph was the stunt coordinator for Oberon's episode, and he has done some other good work in films like Gladiator and Kingdom of Heaven, but he was performing in those films, not coordinating. To be honest, I can't blame him for this scene without knowing more. Maybe they didn't have much time to shoot, so they just got as much coverage as they could and edited it together, I'm not sure. Rowley Earlham was the stunt coordinator for Ned's episode and has done some other good work in films like the James Bond series, the Bourne series, and Fantastic Beasts, to name a few. He was also the stunt coordinator for all 10 episodes of House of the Dragon Season 1, which means HBO and the producers must like his work, and so do I. Which scene do you guys think was better? What are your thoughts on the reason behind these editing choices? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.